art is a visual art movement that emerged in the industrial age in the 1950s. It reflects physical reality in the daily life that we can easily find in everyday consumer products, advertising media, movies, cartoons, or logos. The idea behind pop art is to create an art form that is immediately visible to the inner meaning. Also from this inspiration, Peschard has created bold and vivid works by giving soul to the rusty steel plates. In addition to the role of an artist, he's also a bridge to lead people to Vietnamese culture in the 20th century.
My name is Thuỳ Trinh and I'm so happy to see you today on Sharing Vietnam. And today I'm so happy to introduce to you a man who has 35 years working in the field of art, Mr. Peschard.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so sure that you really love the pop art so much that you have such imaginative and creative pop art work like that.
Yes, pop art is the most important thing for me in art, but also all my experience come from graphic design, video game, comics books. I worked in 35 years in this whole medium. Is what's inspiring me to develop some new picture.
It's been 35 years since you started, right? Yeah. And there has been a lot of evolutions and extensions and like the changes.
I'm decided. In fact, my way is very simple. I want to have many experience in different medium of art. I never want to start something like painter artist or artisan painter. For example, if I don't have experience with graphic style design, multimedia development, cartoon, illustration for comics books, I need to hit every medium to find my way. So now, since 3 years, I decide to paint and to match whole medium I take for experience in my life.
So I have seen that in your artworks, they are very lively and so imaginative. So you have a lot of types of materials also, right?
Yeah. In first, I work on many artist painters work on canvas, on wood or something, but I decide to work in a medium like steel sheet. It's like a steel sheet, recycling steel sheet from the building construction in Vietnam. So you know, many constructors and building construction use some steel sheet to keep the cement.
So you choose the very different kinds and so strange materials.
Yes, but for my graphic style and the different universe I love to develop with a picture is like a rusty effect. So we can play a lot with a brush, with a knife, to have some many effect with the old style of the rusty steel sheets.
Oh, so what is your inspiration when you choose different types of materials, and even when you are making the different and the very new and very strange products or artworks like that?
For the support we know now is for the effect of the painting. And I love to have a vision of Vietnam about the 1960s, the 1980s, and the 1930s. So I try to match all pictures of this on one picture. So the most important is the composition and the choice of color before to find the picture. How I will build my picture with many elements. So I find some car in 1960, I find some princess in 1930, and I use a lady in Wadai, and many things like this, and also building construction by architect. And I try to match different elements.
So you've been searching for a very long time before you creating something?
No, I'm very fast for inspiring, but that take 3 days, 1 week, to depend, yeah. But I design in first on Photoshop.
Yes.
Because I don't like to lose time on a picture when I work directly on painting. So I prefer to design all my conception on laptop in Photoshop. And after I just need to follow the work, like an artisan.
Okay, so normally how long does it take you to finish one of the artwork?
It depends the feeling, but sometimes we can make in 1 week and sometimes we make in 1 month.
And I have heard that you also made some pictures from the standstill, from the construction, right?
All painting. I don't paint on canvas, Lynn. I paint only on steel sheet.
On steel?
Yes.
Only on steel?
Only support we can recycling from Vietnam. I have some friend who can provide me some steel sheet, but sometimes we need to go on the building construction and buy at the end of the construction some plaque. In fact, is a steel sheet 1 meter, 1 meter. They are used for to keep the cement correctly. And after, when they finish the work, we need to clean the steel sheet to keep a little cement. The water of on the steel sheet make many rusty style, and we fix with a lean. Oiling and resin to have a layer to protect the evolution of the rusty, yes. And after we can paint on directly and fix on the wood frame.
After working in many different fields of art for a long time, Rome chose to start a new journey with his own studio in the center of Saigon. Right here, he collects rusted steel plates from construction sites, then creates oil paintings in very deep detail, imaginative and completely different on each product. There are his works that not only carry the weight of ideas, but are also 3 meters by 4 meters and weigh more than 400 kilograms.
I think this is a very unique piece because Jerome specially made this painting for us. And before he painted the painting, he came and took a look at the colors of the living room, and he also talked to us about what we like. And then he actually painted all the elements himself. He painted elements in the painting which is very close to the values that we believe in. Like, you know, Batman and Robin kissing, you know, is LGBT rights. And you see the black man over there is Black Lives Matters. And there are other elements, of course, my husband liked, which he will explain.
Well, see, Jerome's a bit famous for having Bond girls and rather attractive women, so that sort of appeals to me. But it also appeals to us because he manages to sort of do pop art. He has the cartoon characters, and then he has some proper, quite like portrait elements. So what we like is his skill, his composition, mainly the composition. I think, you know, this one has a tram in it. How do you put a tram, Diana Rigg from the Avengers, Batman and Robin, Cat in the Hat? So it's all how he combines the elements and the colours that make it such a great painting.
Well, I'd love to share a little bit about this art because honestly, it's a very special piece, and it's very special to Mia and to our bar here, Gin on 8. An interesting part of Mia is really a fusion of French and Vietnamese, the meeting of Indochine and a little bit of Europe. And when we built this bar, we were really looking for an artwork that would reflect the nature of the hotel and the nature of the bar. When we were looking for an artwork for Gin on 8, we were looking for something that was uniquely Saigonese. And that is one other reason why we came to Jerome, because he has a knack of capturing the beauty of places like Saigon in a way that is different from other people. And we're very happy to have such a piece here in Gin on 8. Jerome is an artist that has made Vietnam and Saigon his home for the last 8 years. He is an artist that is very creative, and he creates pieces which are very original.
You are so experienced in this kind of art, so can you share with us that what are the most important elements when you create some artwork or when you pen a picture, for example?
I think the most important at this time for the young artists in Vietnam is to find many artists in the world, to find something they like, a style they like, and take this for inspiring them. So, in fact, we have a culture in Vietnam.
Culture?
Okay, that is very important. But the art is also the culture of the world in art. So we need to be inspiring by many pictures, long time, to training the eyes to recognize beauty, aesthetic, color, composition, many things for to take a choice to paint. But they have two ways. In Vietnam, they can choose a way like artisan. There are a lot of artisan painters in Vietnam, and they have a very perfect technique of painting. So you can take some risk to change and to find another way.
So talk a little bit back about their inspiration. I also want to know more the topic and the theme that you choose for your pictures.
How I choose that? In fact, sometimes I talk with my customer, and they say, "Oh, we love Huế, we love the ladies Vietnamese in cultural Hoa Đai, we love the boat on the Mekong, etc., etc." Donc I talk with them. They give me some. We love the red color and the green color. So okay. And after, I compose my picture with some research on internet and on historic image, on cultural picture. And with that, after, I have maybe 100, 200 pictures about the subject. And after, I match all. And if I don't like, I don't show to the customer. The customer never shows the final picture. He shows the thematic.
As you know, for anyone, if they want to success, they have to face with a lot of challenges, right?
Yes, of course.
So do you have any
For me too.
For you too,
And
okay.
for a long time also.
Yes, a long time ago.
It's a work of every day.
So especially for the youth, do you have any sharings for them so that they can be like more successful in the future?
In fact, we need to trust in our way, in our skill. If we have a good experience, yes, in yourself, if you have a good experience of art and you work a long time on this medium, you can decide to take just a way, painting every day. Never abandon, because the customer never want to buy a painting of an artist painter to decide after 3 months because he's tired or because he's no many selling of painting, decide to stop to work and come back in 2, 3, 5 years. They want somebody to be always on
Stable?
the way. Yes.
And have passion.
Yes. And that is very important because all the time the customer see your progression. So when he invests in your painting, he know already he will have some more painting later, more beautiful, and always some people to buy.
You mean practice makes perfect?
Yes, practice every day makes perfect.
Thank you for taking your time to join us today.
Thank you a lot, and goodbye all. And for young artists, trust in you.
So it's the end of our show today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.